Hello, welcome to This Is About to Get Really Weird Really Fast.
When a roach the size of your hand lands on your pillow at the most beautiful and secluded Airbnb you've ever seen in the mountainside of El Salvador.
At that point, does it just qualify as a small dog?
That.
I'm screaming like a little girl and holding my wife as a human shield. Thank you very much. Talking of giants.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama's monk bodyguard.
I've never seen that before. Here's a picture I found of his bodyguards. I mean, you wouldn't mess with them, would you? You ain't coming in, mate. Correct answer. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good day. And I feel sick. Whatever just happened to a quarter pounder with cheese, a vanilla milkshake and 3 hours on the toilet? The good old days.
You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. Our immigration system does need to be fair if we want to maintain that binding contract that our politics is built on. And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
I'm telling you, I'm moving to the woods. Just me and the badgers. I do need internet though.
These are all the Starlink satellites that are circling the Earth right now. Right now, this is a live feed, okay? I fail to believe that creating this artificial grid around the whole planet has no effect collectively.
I'll just read books, I reckon.
On humanity. I refuse to believe that this has no effect. This has got to have some sort of effect on us as environmentally, and mentally, emotionally, because you're putting all of this stuff in the atmosphere, in our upper atmosphere. This lives in my head rent free. This fact that the Earth is surrounded by the Starlinks, and this just popped up within the last decade. So this isn't something, oh, it's been like that. No, it's not.
It does look like a grid from that visual. I can see what she means. Who do you ask for permission to put satellites into space? Who owns space? I have so many dumb questions about that, but I'll spare you the pain.
That are around the Earth. This is a grid. It doesn't look organized, but this is a grid.
It is an eerie visual to look at, but even if it was a form of world domination, I'd still use it so I could check the football results. It's the important things that matter.
Been sent in the weirdest piece of footage from Bulgaria, and it says here, owner of the property where the substance fell from the sky. Okay, this is from Bulgaria, from a person called Mr. Ivanov.
That reminds me of the men's public toilet. Who's just leaving it like that?
I'm going to try and translate what he's saying. He has good English, but I'm going to try and clean it up a little bit. So it says here, when we went, we saw a red ball. A slime was boiling like acid, and it smelt like molten metal and acid, and it was trying to set the grass on fire. I took the hose and poured water on it, and it disappeared. There is nothing. It was like it was washed away by the water. No trace of it remained, only where it was burning and the grass where the red one flowed through the yard. The water turned red like red rust. Very strange, mate.
I hope they got a sample before they washed it away. I have no idea what that could be, and if it fell from the sky, I'm even more terrified of it. I'll be honest, my instant reaction is cattle abduction. That is where my brain has gone with this channel.
Scientists just figured out how to reverse aging with AI, and this is a massive breakthrough. We can now reprogram any human cell back to age 20.
I just had flashbacks to acne and having to go to the shops to buy something fashionable.
Heart cells, skin cells, brain cells, all reset to their biological prime. But here's the wildest part. The technology to do this has existed since 2012. It won the Nobel Prize. But the real breakthrough wasn't possible until this year, when they supercharged it with AI. Enter OpenAI. And this is where things get crazy. OpenAI designed a special AI model built specifically to create new proteins. Think of it like ChatGPT, but for protein engineering. So they took all the original Yamanaka research and gave it to this AI model to go ham on improving it. And guess what happened? Their new version is 50 times more effective than the original. They tested it on 50-year-old cells, and it successfully started repairing 30% of the cells in just 7 days. And this isn't science fiction, this actually happened. And it sounds crazy, but in a few years, humans will be able to take a shot that literally reverses the age of their cells.
There is no chance, there is no risk of you turning into Demi Moore from that film recently. You're going to anti-age, but you may grow 4 more eyeballs. Don't overthink it.
Okay, so this Mexican pilot was flying, and in the middle of his flying, he got confused. He didn't know what the f*** happened. He fell asleep, and he woke up and he was over the ocean. And he's like, how did I get over the ocean? This doesn't even make any sense. And the amount of gas that was missing from his plane didn't make any sense that he was able to get this far. And what they're saying, and there's a recording of this, is that this guy went into a trance and was channeling some alien intelligence.
That is not what you want to hear mid-flight. This is your pilot speaking. I did fall asleep and I'm now being controlled by aliens. I really should have listened during the emergency landing briefing instead of playing Tetris on my phone.
That was explaining through this guy's voice that the human race is the only intelligent race in the universe that still uses war, and that they have to stop doing this or that someone's going to step in. And then there's an actual audio recording of this guy saying.
So the pilot was healthy. They tested him after the flight and he had no pharmaceuticals in him.
After almost an hour, the beings would release the young aviator pilot from his hypnotic state and return control of the plane so that he could receive instructions. And at the same time, he managed to land at the Acapulco airport. The air traffic controller, it says, he speaks because he is ordered to. That is, it is his voice he speaks, but not of his own free will. We use it as a microphone. No matter who we are or where we come from, it is enough for you to know that we are beings of this universe where you belong. Our planet is many light years away, but we are physically equal. I repeat that all races in the universe are physically equal. You are not alone in the universe, and there are other races that are far away from you, and we are watching you.
And strangely enough, he didn't have enough fuel to reach Acapulco, but did. The media of the time interviewed Pacheco Perez, who claimed that the alien beings that possessed him were evil, as they ruined his career and he never piloted again. Imagine for a second this is real. The thought of us being watched and not knowing about it just, well, is not comfortable, is it?
I was working on something for another post and noticed some pretty blatant symbolism on the posters of some major movies, such as the square and compass on the Black Panther poster. You have the compass right here and the square behind it. I'm sure you can see it now.
Let's look up the square and compass, the most identifiable symbol of Freemasonry.
Or how about the poster for the original Star Wars, Return of the Jedi? I might have dismissed the one-eye symbolism if it wasn't for the upside-down cross.
The one eye is what some people think is occult symbolism, and loads of celebrities do it. The idea is that they sold their soul for fame and riches.
How about Batman? Without pointing it out, are you able to see it?
No, I don't want to be the party pooper, but I just see the Batman symbol.
What about if I turn it on its side? I see a 33. Maybe it's a coincidence, but probably not.
That seems a stretch.
Or how about Apollo 13? The movie cover could have been so many things. However, not only did they choose this, they consciously positioned Tom Hanks to display one eye. Of course they had to do this because Apollo and 13 are symbolic as well. No way are these coincidences. And stumbling across these in a matter of minutes, I can only imagine what else I'd find if I dug deeper. Lastly, on this one, even the way he's standing and holding the light reminds me of something.
So I looked up what that image is also, and it's dark. And yes, I am suitably unsettled. Thank you, Monotone Man.
Even the way he's standing and holding the light reminds me of something.
So let me see if I got this straight. You're trying to tell me that this is a natural rock formation? Oh, you son of a ballbag.
Subscribe.
This is known as the Free Rock Whales in Thailand, and it's been given that name because people say it resembles a family of whales. But the official narrative says that it's just a natural rock formation that was formed over 75 million years ago. But check the catch. 75 million years ago, this whole region was underwater. Oh, we got you now.
Firstly, that guy's funny. I like him.
So what people are saying is that the reason why they look like whales, because brother, that's what they are. Petrified giant whales.
Secondly, I'm going to visit there one day and be the one weird guy inspecting it and telling all the tourists that they're actually giant whales. I have a feeling the place will empty out quickly. Got the place all to myself.
Oh my days. So what we're trying to say is that many years ago, everything grew to an enormous size. Vegetation, animals, even humans. And at some point, there was a cataclysm that petrified many living things and turned them into stone.
We do have the idea of giants in ancient documents, and who knows some of the creatures from history that we don't have knowledge of. I mean, giant whales is probably a bit speculative, I would say, but I love it.
Oh, you son of a ball bag.
Thank you so much for watching. This is a James Linker Experience. See you soon.